What is up, everyone? How is everyone doing? Tonight we're doing something special. It's our first annual mock draft, and I'm joined by Jackson. John will finally be doing podcasts, I think, after tonight's episode. But Jackson, how you doing? You're doing well. That's good to hear. But before we get into it, I want to talk about some things that we weren't able to talk about on Saturday because we didn't have one, and that's Anthony Davis going to the Lakers. Who won that trade? It's an epic what? Your mic really sucks right now. Like, we can't even hear you. No, it says our connection and our connection's really good. Anyway, we can hear you. And you cut out when we need to hear what you're concerned about. Oh, okay. All right, all right. Well, in my eyes, I feel like right now both teams are winners, but kind of like you said, I don't see them both coming out even or winning, I guess you can say. But if anything, I feel like the Pelicans have more potential with this because of all the all the picks that they have, especially with the fourth pick this year and having so many options to what to do with that pick, like either pick someone actually or trade for Bradley Beal that I saw, or trade who else did I see? I thought I saw someone else, but all of them are unprotected except 2021, which is protected top eight. So if this trade doesn't really work out, then they get it. They get another pick back. But sorry, guys. I feel like if the Pelicans do pick the right picks, get them 1 and 4. I even saw they might be trading the 4 and Lonzo to the Knicks, so then or to the Grizzlies, so then they can maybe try to get RJ with Zion still, which will be something pretty interesting. But I want to see RJ kind of be his own self, because I feel like that would be better. Because he was always Zion's wingman, but I feel like if you have what you want to call it, if you're your own rookie star, I feel like that'd be a lot better. And it would just be better for yourself, better for the team, and you'd feel like what it felt like to be on top. Sorry, Jackson had to restart his computer. We're gonna try to fix his mic, but I'm just trying to think of stuff. But no, if you look at the Lakers, they got Anthony Davis. That's it for all that. It's it. Anthony Davis better stay with the Lakers for another year, or sign a contract for the Lakers, say the least. But we are just gonna be waiting here for Jackson. Not really waiting here. I'll be coming out with stuff, but people that are saying Kawhi, is going to go to the Lakers, you're wrong. Woj is now announcing that Kawhi does not want to be the third wheel of a superstar team. He wants to be the leading wheel. It's not even really something like that, but like I can see what he's talking about. Because if you look on it, the Raptors team, it easily goes Kawhi, Kyle, and then whoever you want that third best player to be. But they definitely have it. But yes, I don't know where Jackson is right now. Really was hoping he'd be back on by now. It's been 3 minutes. So this is just going really great right now. Like very, very good. But If you guys haven't followed us on Twitter, make sure to follow us at KC3 Takes. Al Horford is also screwing the Celtics here. The Celtics aren't going to be a good team next year. They're not going to have Kyrie or Al. Both are probably going to Boston, which would be the craziest turnaround. Be funny if they meet each other in the playoffs somehow next year. But I don't see Boston making the playoffs if this is actually all true. But something I do want to talk about this week is that we had a guest that's about to be drafted. We had a guest speaker or an interviewer that's about to be drafted, which is just very crazy. So if Jonte's listening to this, Jonte, good luck for everything you got, bro. We're pulling for you. But yes, Jackson should have been back on by now. Like, don't know what's taking him so long. Should be back by now, you would think so. Either something terrible happened. Oh, here it is. All right, Jackson. We were good for the first 3 minutes. I just texted, where are you? We were good for the first 3 minutes, but other than that, we were coming up with stuff. So let's just get right into it. But first, I was kind of talking about this. Kyrie and Al Horford are both forgetting the player option they have with Boston. Yeah, we can hear you. Do you think Al Horford did this because Kyrie is leaving? And for Kyrie, what were your thoughts on that? All right. And this just happened. Giannis tweeted the eyes emojis. What are you taking from that? It's getting a lot of attention, to say the least. Someone said Bledsoe died. Hulu said Hulu has live sports confirmed. Um, Giannis to Boston confirmed. Should be interested to see how he gets along with Aaron Baines. Quiet to the Bucks confirmed. Stephen A. Smith meme. Coming to Golden State. Now why are people actually believing that he's going to Boston? I don't know, but the Celtics on NBC Sports Boston verified account said come to Boston. Everyone's saying come to Boston. Giannis to LA confirmed. It's a little interesting. It's a little interesting. If they traded him, that'd be the dumbest thing I think they could ever do. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna send you a link, Jackson, for mock drafts. It tells you what players you can go off whoever you want, but that's just a little thing to help you there. So we talked before. I will get the first pick. Jackson will get the second pick, and so on and so forth. We're only going to do the first round, unless you want to do the second round. Yeah, it's gonna get funny really to the end. To be honest, when I can tell you for sure, Jonte Porter will be going in the first round. It the dude was on the podcast. He's projected to get picked in the second round. He fell even more. Jonte, if you want to come back on, we would really appreciate it. We, we need a very good video again. I am going with Tyler Hero from Kentucky. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. No. I'm going with Zion. It's the obvious choice. I don't know if this might be the most obvious first pick we've ever had since LeBron. Like, yeah, all the first picks from last year have been very like obvious, but like if you don't take Zion, this would be something the Knicks would do. Like they don't take Zion first pick. If they would have had the first pick, I could see them not taking him. All right, Jackson. Now second pick. It's pretty interesting. I was about to say I do not want to. I talked about that while you were gone. Would you say Conley's? Did you say he was underrated last time? Yeah, he was averaging a double double last year at Murray State with almost 6 rebounds a game too. 24.5 points with 10 assists on the dot. But still, like a double double is a double double. All right, the New York Knicks with the third pick are going to be taking no. We'll be taking RJ Barrett because I mean this is when it gets like after the third pick, then it's gonna get pretty interesting. But I feel like the first three picks are kind of set in stone. Jaw or RJ might flip, but those three dudes will definitely be taking the top three. I think that's just obvious. The Pelicans should have been Lakers. Ooh, taking the risk with the injury. Michael Porter Jr. got hurt, and look at where he went. Jonte Porter got hurt, and look at where he's gonna go. He should have went last year. All right. So with the fifth pick, the Cavs, you know who they're gonna take? They're gonna take Kobe White. I feel I like Kobe White. I feel like he's a good player. He's good dude. He could always score against Duke for North Carolina whenever they would play. But even without him, I feel like this dude can shoot really well. He's what? He's 19, wingspan 6'5". He has a standing reach of 8 feet 1 inch. This dude, I feel like could be a. I don't want to say sleeper, but I mean it's not like an obvious guaranteed great player. I could see him being pretty good, but him falling on the Cavs is what's going to hurt him. That's the one thing. Yes, and then for the Bulls, I'm gonna go with DeAndre Hunter from Virginia. I feel like he can't be falling this far. Far. I know it's like 7, but a lot of people have him projecting going top 5 or top 6. He's just a really good defensive player who can play good on ball defense. He also has a really good shoot. He also has a really good shot. And the one thing that he's not that good about is he isn't that fast. So he can play good down low, but he can't play like uh with speedy dudes, I guess you can say. He's number. That's a good pick, but like how you said like who he's getting compared to, Paul George or a bigger Ben McLemore. One turned out to be an all star, and one turned out to be one of the biggest busts with Shard Lewis. But that's telling you this dude's either it's a, it's a boom or a bust. But like the one thing I would say is though Cam Reddish going to Atlanta, I feel like is the best option. It's that flashy team, and for what he's like doing, they I feel like he can just help out that team even more. I see Atlanta not being a either barely missing the playoffs or getting the 8 seed next year. All right, and with the 8th pick, I want to know ninth pick. Correct. The Wizards will be taking Roy Hashimura from Gonzaga, the big man. I he shows up when he needs to show up, to say the least. When it was the Maui tournament against Duke, he shut down Duke, and ever since that, I feel like I'm not the biggest supporter of Gonzaga since play anyone. They don't play anyone in their conference like that's decent. But this dude definitely did catch my eye whenever I did watch Gonzaga. I feel like he has a potential to be someone to be an all star. So that would be going to the Wizards. All right, Jackson, and then the Hawks again with the 10th pick. Dang, that's a late pick. Romeo Langford does have the flashy potential to not feel like that'd be good with Trey. But with the 11th pick, I want to say no 11, 11, 11. The Timberwolves will now be taking Nasir Little. I like him. I like the North Carolina dudes. It was a good team. He has the potential to be another Iggy. He could be Harrison Barnes, who I don't know if you really want to talk about. This dude declined a $27 million option. That might be the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen. And like I'm a Kings fan, and I'm happy he did that. Like that was the worst contract I think he could have that a fan of the Kings would like see. I don't even know like Him declining that is so stupid. But I'm gonna go with Nasir Little. Almost averages 10 points a game with 5 rebounds, and what he's really good at is he is very good. He's a very good defender. He can lock you down due to his strength and how quick he is. But he also can get good boards. But the one thing I don't like about him is how he just had some bad misses. Sometimes he even gets air balls. He just needs to figure out when to shoot and when not to. If that means like take 2 points away, you can still be that good player for your team that might get you over the hump. But now with the 12, correct, the Hornets. And your Heat, Jackson, will be. Yeah, let's hear who you would draft. That's who I was gonna say. That's who I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say anyway. So yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, 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 yeah. It definitely was correct. Number 9 was Roy Hashimura. Roy Hashimura from Gonzaga. Gonzaga. Are you just gonna put the dude from Gonzaga? Oh, the Wizards. Hawks for your 10 was HAC. Roy. uh, was that? I know Langford, and then 11 or yeah 11. I took Nasir Little. 12. Who'd you take? Brandon. Oh yeah. And then 13 was Tyler Hero. Just the facts. All right. Last lottery pick. Who are the Celtics taking? And no, it's you. I know. Just go for the third time. Yeah, I didn't even want to take that. I never wanted to take him. Oh, hey, KJ, thank you for the subscribe. I just got the notification. Appreciate it, KJ. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name, but no. With the 15th pick and the Detroit Pistons, we are going to be selecting Brandon Clark, who has the ceiling of Paul Millsap and the floor of Chris Humphreys. He averages 17 points a game with almost 9 boards and 2 assists. But this is the most interesting stat. 3 blocks. Brandon Clark averages 3 blocks a game with 1 steal a game. This dude, he will not let the ball go in. He plays like he. Okay, sorry. I was letting you get some time to write. I was gonna say he just plays very aggressive and won't stop. He will go the extra mile for you to get tired. The Orlando Magic. You're the GM. Bobo. Jonathan Isaac. All right, for the 17th pick, we're going to be taking PJ Washington from Kentucky. I really like this dude. Uh, I just feel like the way he played in the tournament really helped him his draft stock. I mean, very good 3-point shooter. Shot 42% from the 3-point line. He's a very good passer. He's also gets offensive boards, but he also doesn't get good defensive boards, which kind of makes it hard. But it's like I feel like you take the risk of this dude. I feel like PJ Washington definitely is a great pick for 17th pick. All right, for the 19th pick, the Spurs. I'm gonna pick Ty Jerome out of Virginia. He could be the next Malcolm Brogdon. He's a very good 3-point shooter, shooting 40% from the three, averages almost 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, 5.5 assists a game. This dude has everything. I mean, he's very good. Like he has everything you need. Just the one thing is he has a low shooting release point, which can either benefit how fast he gets the ball out of his hand or him missing more threes. But I feel like he's just a really good all around player. Also got suspended. All right, the Thunder. I'm just trying to think what's their biggest need. And that's why they're going with Cameron Johnson out of North Carolina. Shoots 45 from the 3-point line, 81% free throw shooter, averages 17 points a game, 6 boards, and 2.5 assists. This dude can shoot. Like, I remember, I think it was against Duke in the ACC championship, or one of the games, he would not miss. Like, this dude just, when it needs to be clutch, he won't miss. The one thing he doesn't have is he's not a good rim finisher. He doesn't have that big wingspan. He has a 6'10" wingspan. Compare that to Grant Williams, who is 6'7", and he is 6'8", and he only has a 1-inch bigger wingspan. That's not that good. Like, that's the one thing he will need to finish. That he will need to try to figure out on how to fix. But I feel like Cameron Johnson will definitely be a good pick for the Thunder. I hate him. The Jazz. The Jazz are going to be getting Carson Edwards, someone who's flashy, someone who can shoot the ball, averaging 24 points a game at Purdue, which is a lot. I mean, like, I know that's just something you figure out, but, like, yeah, but he has limitless range. He can catch and shoot. He gets 4 boards a game, 3 assists a game. Also can get a steal here and there. But no, I feel like this is a very good player for the Jazz, and maybe this can get them to the 3 seed next year. I don't know. 24. All right. So now with the 25th pick, who has the 25th pick? All right. The Blazers are going to be taking Nicholas Claxton. Or did you already take him? Oh, shoot. Sorry. I was trying to figure out who I was going to pick. It's kind of hard. Keldon Johnson. There you go. All right. Good. Yes. Out of Kentucky. This dude he's been improving on his three. He averages a 38% from the three. Gets 13.5 points a game. Gets 6 boards a game. He gets a steal every game, pretty much. The one thing that he needs to watch on is he is very heavy footed, and he also doesn't make any advanced reads for passing. So he needs to think more about his game, which our man Jonte can help him with. Smartest player in the draft. Um, but no, I feel like that'll be a good pick this late. It'll be a steal, to be honest. 26. Uh, all right. The Nets will be taking Talon Horton Tucker. raw talent. This dude can be the next Aaron Gordon, who can shoot from the three. Good rebounder, averages 5 rebounds for a guard, which is pretty impressive. He just turned 18 in November, so this dude's 18 and a half, sorry. He can shoot well, but he's not that good of a free throw shooter for a guard. He only averages 62% from the free throw line, which is not that good. All right. With the 29th pick, this is a good pick for the Spurs. Dylan Windler, available still. Good. 21 points, 10 boards, 2.5 assists. I get he's from Belmont, but if you have that good of stats and you're shooting 43% from the 3 point, 85% free throw shooter, like that's a very good ball player. The one thing is he doesn't have the strength to drive to the rim, and he's also not that fluid. Like he gets his little sprints. He doesn't have that much stamina, but this dude does have the potential to be a Bo Bondanovich or a Joe Ingles. And Joe Ingles is a very good. Correct. Jonte Porter, what a great pick. No, Admiral Schofield. All right, and that rounds off our mock draft because we really just don't know much about. I did not want to take someone that wasn't an international player because I really don't know. Like Goga, but oh wait, no, you took him, right? Yeah. What? Where'd you take Bobo? 16? No, yeah, 16. That was a risky pick with him being out that whole year. He's 7'2". That's asking to get injured. I feel like that's a good pick, though. It's a good pick. Kimball Walker. No, sorry, sorry, I'm stupid. Uh, Bradley Beal or Lonzo. I guess Lonzo can be traded. You can still have the trade. Like I'm pretty sure you can still do it. Like I saw something about they might be trading Lonzo with the fourth pick to get some to get Bradley Beal. Uh, to be honest, that's a good question. I would say the Knicks. I'm thinking about a team that's almost there, and I feel like that's the Jazz. The Jazz are the. I feel like the Jazz could actually get a good player out of here. Maybe another Donovan Mitchell, not like a Donovan Mitchell type player, but someone that is late in the draft and then turns out to be one of the best players in this class. And then like having that Jazz team that's like always getting that fourth seed. If they can get that third seed with the Warriors not having KD or Clay this year, this is going to make the playoffs interesting. So I could maybe see the Jazz going deep into the playoffs. Probably Cam Reddish. If Cam Reddish does go to the Cavs, it's without a doubt Cam Reddish. Sequoia. Yeah, I don't know why like they actually have him like this high. That's why the Hawks are going to trade their pick. I know who but they're also saying he could be a trend. Yeah, non-lottery picks. Do that. All right. Yeah, Bulls are hit and miss. I feel like that's without a doubt. One more question, just for the dude. Who's the team that takes Jonte? Yeah, I see him. I see him either going to the Jazz at 53, or I could see him going to the Bucks. This might sound stupid, but at 30. Like I know that sounds very stupid, but like I could see him going to the Kings. If Jonte goes to the Kings, I'd be hype. I would be very hype. What's up, Birdie? How you doing? I know he won't play for half the season, probably the whole year actually, but I'd be very hype. Naz Reid, Cody Martin, him and his brother. for sure. Oh, look at. Uh, you can't say that. Oh shoot! Like last year, it's not a good. Let's see. Jordan Bell is taken in the second round. Um, let's see. Yeah, like there's not many good. If you get picked, I feel like this is a good second round draft class. Like as dumb as that sounds, like I feel like there. Oh, did you know Jokic got taken in the second round? Dang. But yeah, I feel like this has a. I mean, that's what he compared himself into our interview. I just think it's. I just think it's really cool how we interview someone that's about to be drafted. Jay Crowder got dang the 2012 draft was stacked in the second round. Not really stacked, but like had good second round. Jay Crowder, Draymond Green, Chris Middleton. Um, that's really about it. But we will see you guys on Saturday. Talk about what happened with the draft. See if the Royals turned anything around. They're in Seattle right now. They're actually on a 1 game winning streak. 2 game winning streak. Totally forgot. Probably the highest of the year, I think. No, our highest is 3 when we swept Cleveland. Oh shoot! I just left Discord. Wait, I don't know. That's kind of cool. Can you still hear me? All right, dope. All right. Well, we will see you guys on Saturday. Maybe John might be here.